here's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Ball again on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now Young on 4th down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. There.
The drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Young. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Running left, it's Hall. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 12.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And some room to work. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. It's Young off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent Excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. Field goals, all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. More football. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they can.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Ross. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Stafford, and it's caught. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Murray looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'll run. Murray. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Ready.
All right, boys, here we go. Right.
They snap it to Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kylan Granson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-3.
That's the score, 6-10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And some space, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gano the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Rams 17, Saints 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stafford's throw there into the hands of Ross.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught. It's Uzomah. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Crater over the head, the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Give to Hall running right, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Crater for the extra point, and they will is Prater to kick.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Brings up second and a yard.
Ball again on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on third and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Hall again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Easy, easy. Hey, 22.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To about the 26 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22.
Up the middle, Murray. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 21. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. This will get the lead up to 7. Prater's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Young will set to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Okay, ready?
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 4th touchdown pass in the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Young. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Young to throw on 4th. He's got a man. Complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown. John Ross, 46 yards.
And the Saints extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Young now from the 50. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That throw by Young incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now here's Young. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
20.
Throwing here, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team Their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now to Goodwin.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
Young is intercepted for the third time this game.
Picked by Tavarius Moore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Stafford going to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Following the interception, Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot for Young.
Connection made with Chenault.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Now this game, it was run in hand early, never really in doubt, Charles.
I'm downstairs. I told you I'd be ready.